Hi everyone and welcome back to the Bodcast. This is episode 89 and I'm here and Ian is also here.
Yay!
And he literally just burped before we started recording. No, as we started recording this, but I've edited it out for you so you don't have to listen to that disgustingness of my husband. Anyway, talking about my husband, the lovely Ian Brickbod, which
that is my official name.
That is your official title. I thought we could do an episode today on you.
On me.
But not really
how
like...
lovely I am.
Well, no, that seems a bit, like, much.
Thanks.
But, well, okay, how lovely are you?
Very.
Okay, right. Now we've covered that, let's cover the other stuff. And I thought we would get into what you like, why you like Lego, what you like about Lego, how you discovered you liked all of these things, etc, etc.
Okay.
So, let's start with, why do you like Lego, Ian?
Oh.
I mean, that was the best response ever. That was like a very Ian response.
Yeah. So, let's start from the beginning.
Let's start from the very beginning. It's a very good place to start. I don't know the rest of that song.
Okay. I don't know that song at all.
No. Carry on.
So, I remember having Lego as a kid. So...
Sorry, you can't remember things that have just happened, but you can remember that far back.
Yeah. I can remember having Lego as a kid. So, like, the classic story that gets told quite a lot about Lego from my friends is that they got me one of the trains, and it could either be like a passenger train, or a modern passenger train, or the steam freight train. And so it was for Christmas. They built it for me so that when I came down Christmas Day, it was all built. And the first thing I said was, "That's the wrong train."
Yeah.
And they had to rebuild it. They'd gone with the modern passenger train, and I clearly wanted the steam freight train.
So I think we've told this story on the podcast before, but I still can't get over the fact, one, that you would build the set for your kids in advance. Because I'm going to guess you were of an age where you just wanted to play with it as well as you wanted to build.
So I don't actually really remember that at all. I've been told that story multiple times, but I was young enough that I don't,
remember
actually have a
memory. And two, why would you ever not pick the steam train to start with? It just seems really odd.
But, you know, moving on from that, I remember building, like, towns in the living room. I think I had lots of the old road plates. I think
the grey ones.
Yeah.
Like was it green lines?
I think green, yeah. And so I'd have a street that went down and then a runway along the bottom for the planes.
You had planes as well?
Yeah. So yeah, I remember doing that. And then at some point I stopped playing with Lego.
But you think it's because like computers took over?
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember any conscious thing of I'll stop playing with this. It was just a toy that I grew out of.
So it was down in your living room? Do you think
So it was every so often I'd get the Lego out and build all of this stuff, and then it would live on the living room floor for a week or two until my parents got fed up with it, and then
just a couple of weeks. Okay,
yeah,
because I'm just trying to think about how I feel about our kids' Lego and like the fact that it's everywhere all the time, and trying to work out if your parents are more tolerant. But I guess I could be tolerant. Like if I could see they were actively playing and they built something quite creative, I didn't think that they could build it easily again and they were enjoying it, then I would probably tolerate it for a week. Your parents have underfloor heating now. Can you imagine if they'd had it then? Like, do you think underfloor heating is hot enough that it wouldn't melt Lego?
No.
No?
No.
It melted the Christmas chocolates one.
It does melt chocolates, but Lego is slightly more resilient than chocolate.
Yeah, I have tried eating Lego before.
Yeah, it's not as easy as eating chocolate, is it?
But chocolate Lego, pretty good. Yeah. Because it tastes like chocolate. Anyway, we got off topic a little bit.
We did. So I kind of grew out of Lego, and then so it wasn't until I was at university trying to choose my topic for my dissertation for my masters that I decided to do realising garbage collection algorithms using Lego robotics.
Yeah,
which was a fun thing to do. The university
a lot of words.
Yeah. The university already had some Lego sets, specifically on a track that would go up and down to teach sorting algorithms.
Right.
So I had that as kind of a base and then had to build upon it. So it was mainly Mindstorms and programming the stuff. There wasn't all that much building to it, although I had the track was a fixed length and only had a certain number of items that you could move around in the sorting algorithm. It wasn't particularly good in terms of like showing off a garbage collection algorithm because there just wasn't enough there.
Right.
And so I had to make it so that the robot could turn around and access bits on either side of the track.
Mm.
It was quite fun. And it was always weird because I'd write the code to do the algorithm, then it'd be fine, and then it would start to get a bit worse as the batteries died, and then you'd replace the batteries, and then it would just shoot off to the end, and then try and turn around quickly and just tip over.
Nice. It is a fun thing to do for your, like final year project or no dissertation, masters.
Yes.
Sorry, get the right terms.
Yeah. So from that, I got my own Mindstorm set. So I did a bit of Lego around that. I remember getting the Star Wars R2-D2 Mindstorm style.
Yeah,
kit.
I don't remember you getting that at all.
Do you not?
No.
I think I had that while I was at university still.
I knew you then, just so you know.
Yeah, I know. So that was kind of... I got slightly back into Lego then, but I didn't do anything until
we bought this house.
Until we bought this house.
That house.
So, yeah, we so that was, what, a few years after?
2009 we bought the house, so...
When did I finish uni?
2007, so yeah, I guess a couple of...
So a couple of years. We decided we needed a tradition. Your teammate said that you can't just invent traditions, and we went, yes, we can.
And we did.
So
and
we decided on New Year's Day we would give each other Lego sets, and we'd spend New Year's Day building Lego. And so we therefore got essentially one set a year each. Yeah,
and that was not enough.
No.
For me. I don't know.
And that was then kind of how we got back into it. There wasn't a huge amount of buying of Lego. It was then you who got more into it.
Well,
You started being stressed about work and found that building Lego was one way to kind of relax from that.
Well, I just find building Lego kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's just you achieve something so quickly. Yes. But that's what I like about Lego. What do you like about Lego? That was the question.
Yeah, I know.
You've skirted around it, but you haven't answered it.
I've skirted around it quite a bit. I still don't really know.
You don't know why you like Lego?
No.
How do you feel when you're building Lego?
Depends if I'm building it with you or not.
How very rude. Hang on, I assume you mean that it was much better.
Much better when building it with you.
Do you find it's just like a thing to take your mind off stuff, or do you...
Not overly.
You seem to like to see like techniques and stuff.
Yeah.
I think because it seems like you would like to build your own stuff more. Like, you're constantly fiddling with the Lego pieces.
Yes.
And I'm like, stop putting them together in the wrong way.
Yeah.
And you're like, but that's the point. And yeah, we're very different in that regard.
Yeah. So yeah, I like using different techniques. And so that's kind of where the coral reef came from.
Yeah.
Was looking at how I could use pieces in different ways. So in particular, the coral reef has a huge number of hair pieces or minifig accessories that are used to create different textures and creatures and stuff. So I really like doing that bit of it.
Yeah.
And then there's the Technic side as well. I quite like looking at how the Technic stuff works.
You also seem to quite enjoy like messing around in studio. Like, I do not touch studio ever.
Yeah.
I find it very frustrating, and especially when we did the Bricktails game. Like,
oh, that was frustrating.
I mean, I know you found that frustrating, but I found it hard because I didn't really understand how to do the moving about. But then I thought it was because I didn't know studio, but you said it was
just because it was ridiculous.
So I guess it's just another creative outlet for you.
Yeah.
Right. Whereas I don't really see Lego in a creative way. I see it more of a follow some instructions, like a jigsaw puzzle essentially. It's like, I do a jigsaw puzzle, I do a Lego set. And I think now we're building a city, I have to try and lean more into that creative side, and it's different. Whereas you seem happy with that.
Yeah, I mean it's quite different because I don't care about minifigs. It's a slightly weird thing making a city, because I don't care if it's populated or not, because I don't care about the minifigs.
But I think it can make a city, having the scenes and stuff. Do you not care about scenes? Or like some sort of storyline?
No.
No, you're not
Don't
a fan
care about
of storytelling.
No.
You just want it to look like someone could move in.
Yeah.
But you don't care who moves in.
Yeah.
Do you think if you were to be shrunk down, it's the weirdest question, you would go and live in the Lego City?
I don't know.
Like, you've suddenly turned small, like Honey,
I mean,
I
the
Shrunk
beds
the
don't
Kids.
seem very soft.
Yeah, well, that's because it's all made of
And
plastic.
the food would all taste a bit plasticky.
Yeah, it would. And we've already established that it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it might be home. Like, it might be
Yes.
nice. I don't know, you could take some cotton wool in with you or something
Okay.
to make it softer.
Yeah.
Like little pillows and stuff. But you find it hard to find a working toilet, though.
That's true.
Especially in the modulars.
I had to find a non-working toilet in the modulars.
Well, yeah, that's true. Although this year,
Yeah.
they had one.
Crazy.
And that's not the first time they've had one. Didn't they have one in, like, is it the pet shop townhouse? Or maybe the bookshop townhouse. One of those,
Yeah.
I think there was a toilet in one of those.
Yes.
Because it's a house, so...
But then there was the weird thing about the door leading into the toilet was one of the ones with...
Oh, with
gaps
holes
in
in
it.
it, yeah.
Seemed like completely the wrong choice of door.
Yeah, it really did. So, you still don't really know why you like Lego. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, no, I like... So, the other thing I do like about it is the kind of motorisation that we've got going on. And not just how to motorise it, but then the interactivity, getting it so that during our live streams you can trigger stuff. Things will move.
So you're still about the coding side of things.
Yeah.
And that. Because that's what you do. So you're taking the Lego hobby that is like a shared hobby and doing it in the way that you know best.
Yes.
Which is sit there and code.
Yeah.
Do you not get bored of doing that because you do it at work though?
No, it's very different.
It's very different because there's no Lego involved at work.
Yeah, I need to try and work out a way to get Lego involved at work.
Not going to be easy.
No. Let's go on then. What do you like about Lego?
No, this is about you. No, seriously.
Us.
No, it's about you today. We're talking about you, not me. So, what sets do you like best that we build?
You mean what kind of sets?
Yeah.
So, I like the ones which use interesting techniques or have movement in them and stuff like that. So I really like the Silent Mary because
I didn't get to build that because you did it without me.
Yeah, it was a pain to build because it was second hand.
Yes,
and
it was
just
was it?
one bag of parts.
Yeah.
And it was awful.
But that's when you do knolling, right?
Yeah.
Do you like? Is it knolling or nolling?
I think it's nolling.
Nolling.
Yeah.
Knolling. Is that just our accents?
I don't know.
No. Knolling. Nolling. Comment below if you know which. Well, it's nolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy to comment. But we used to do that
We did.
back at the start.
Yeah.
But you don't like doing it now.
I was never that big a fan of it.
No, I don't think I was all that excited about that. But it seemed like the right thing to do given how many parts you would get.
Yeah. They've now changed, and
Yeah.
I think it was like the fire brigade, which the modular.
Yep.
That was like 2 bags.
It can't have been just 2 because. But then I guess
It's
only two floors, yeah, so that would have really needed it. So, like, Jean's version, I saw her nolling the other day, and she was doing the botanical stuff. So then she used the pieces to make, like, flowers on the desk.
Right.
Like, that looked really cool. That's quite creative in itself.
Yes.
That's not, like, how you're meant to put Lego together, or who says you shouldn't.
Yeah.
But I thought that was fun. Do you think that would make it more interesting if you were going to pass it out and make it?
No, not really.
Pictures? No, because you hate mosaics, right? You're not a fan of the art sets at all.
I mean, I've never done a mosaic, so it's hard to say that I hate them. We did the Christmas mosaic challenge thing, didn't we?
Oh yes, sorry. The 12 days of Christmas, and there was a different theme for each day, and you made like a Grinch head. That was really good.
Yeah,
and that was actually a really fun challenge. We should maybe do some more challenges, but we just never find the time.
Yeah.
But you never gravitate towards those art sets. You're like,
no,
because you're like,
I don't see the point.
I don't want to put it on my wall, kind of thing. But I guess the point is, the art sets. The point is to put it on your wall. But if you then make your own mosaics, that's being creative. So that's the point of that.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm not I also don't see that putting 1x1s onto a board is an interesting build at all.
And that was the thing about the mosaic challenges. We weren't putting just 1x1s.
No, we were using snot techniques to
whatever pieces
build
we had,
whatever.
essentially.
We had quite limited piece selection.
We did.
As well,
we got a lot more now.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would still help, because that's the problem. Our pieces are too far up in our house.
Yeah.
We have to go all the way to the loft to get them. It's like, oh, that's a lot of effort. Do you think your interest in Lego will stay the same, or wane over time, or increase?
I don't know. Obviously, one of the things I do like about Lego is watching the girls play with it and learn through it. And that's where quite a lot of my criticisms of Lego, the company, come from, is that I don't think they're doing enough there.
For girls, or?
For educational things for young children. So I still think that they need to do much better on inclusivity.
Yeah.
You know, that it's a very white Christian world still. And whilst they're in some ways tackling the whiteness of it, the religious inclusivity is not there at all. And I think that's a really important thing for the girls to learn, is about other religions and how multiple faiths can live and work together.
How are they doing on, like, how can they do gender in Lego? So
I think it's still slightly disappointing, the whole mini dolls versus minifigs.
Yeah.
It's like, if it's got mini dolls, it's aimed at girls. If it's got minifigs, it's aimed at boys. They'll create a minifig garbage truck for boys and then a minifig garbage truck for girls, rather than going, here's a garbage truck that everyone can play with.
But how can you show, like, a minifig? Like, we can tell by looking at a minifig that it's a girl or a boy based on its eyelashes and its, like, side bits.
Side bits.
I'm not sure. I think that term is quite correct. But
the kind of negative.
How would you do a transgender minifig?
I don't think you don't have to do a transgender minifig that looks a specific way. Any minifig could be transgender.
So how do you make?
So that's part of the storyline,
right?
Rather than how you make the minifig look.
Okay, that makes sense.
The fact that they do go eyelashes and lipstick means that it's female
is stupid.
Yes, because boys do have eyelashes, and
they sometimes wear lipstick.
Yeah.
And sometimes you get a girl who doesn't wear lipstick.
Yeah.
Or has eyelashes. No. I think you might have burnt them off accidentally in a fire or something.
Yes.
It's a thing.
Yeah, it is.
And not all girls have, like, sucky-in waists.
Yes. And
not all boys.
Some boys do. I mean, yeah.
And that's kind of where I see the mini doll does, like, has more of a shape to it. It's less blocky. But then the mini doll shape is one shape. There's no fat mini doll. There's no thin mini doll.
No. Well, you do get different shaped torsos, don't you?
Like the boy, I'm doing inverted commas in case
you
can't see, which you can't. The boy ones are more straight. Is that what you're saying?
I think so. They don't have boobs.
Oh yeah, they don't have boobs. Yeah, mini dolls have boobs.
Yeah. I don't know if they have. They have 3 torsos. They have the male one. I
thought you were saying they had 3 boobs. Oh, they've got that one torso that's got the 3 boobs. You know, the one from what's the film? No, don't tell me. The film with the 3 boobs.
You'll recall it. Don't worry.
That was giving me too much help. I could have got that myself. I wouldn't have got that. Total Recall has got 3 boobs. Is that right? Yes, it's right. Carry on. Sorry.
Yeah, so I think they have the male torso, the teen girl torso, and then the adult woman torso.
Okay, yeah.
I think are the 3 different ones that they have. Mini dolls severely lack any way of working out how old someone is.
Because the heights are all the same. Unless you get the micro dolls. Yeah,
so the height's all the same, but they all look young. The faces all look young. And I don't know...
Do they not have old heads? They normally do it just by, like, grey hair, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe they just all have really fantastic face cream and Heart Lake, see?
Yeah. Isn't it like...
that's the Heart Lake is like the fountain of youth.
Yes.
And all that.
But, like, the fairy godmother, who, you know, in Cinderella is a little old woman.
Yeah, she doesn't look like a little old woman in mini doll form. No. So you're keen to make sure that Lego, the company, is doing the right kind of representation because you care as a parent.
Yeah.
So that's your main thing for Lego changing?
I think so, yeah.
You're not like, do more 18 plus sets for me. Like, there's nothing you want for yourself.
They may be doing too much 18 plus stuff.
Yeah, do more for the kids.
Focus more on the kids. If they stop doing sets that I'm interested in, then I'll just stop buying Lego for myself and still carry on building stuff with parts.
You don't really have much Lego that you would deem you've bought for yourself. Like the botanicals range, that's about all you're really buying for yourself.
Yeah.
The rest I just buy, and you happen to be here when you build it. In a divorce, that'll be noted, I bought all the Lego.
I bought the Horny Dragon, one that I chose.
I don't think we call it the Horny Dragon here.
Do we not?
No, I think it's the Hungarian Horntail.
Yeah, Horny Dragon.
Yeah, but you haven't done much with it. It's just like propped up on a shelf.
I built it, I like building it, I like the mechanism again to making it flap.
But yeah, you haven't had anything else really.
No. But the Avatar sets as well.
Oh yeah, you bought the Avatar sets.
There's a few sets I've enjoyed.
Yeah, I feel like you're much more of a just go with whatever parts you have kind of guy. And not excited about all the new stuff.
Yeah.
So if we were to make it just your hobby, it would cost us way less. Is that what we're saying?
I don't know, some of the parts buy are expensive.
You like parts.
So immature.
You like extravagant parts. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And
exotic parts.
Exotic parts?
Yeah.
That's way worse. I've heard exotic parts can be quite expensive, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Tell us more about your Lego journey. Or don't.
I don't know if there is any more of my Lego journey.
Yeah.
We've covered it all.
You're pretty basic.
Yeah.
You like a bit of creativity.
Yeah.
You want them to do better for your kids. You don't know why you got out of Lego. You have no stigma with it from a teenager. No. And you want to just keep building.
Yep.
But you don't care about minifigs.
No interest in them.
But
other than what they teach the girls.
Yeah. Yeah. You're not going to collect them.
No.
Okay. I feel like that's been interesting.
So we can learn about you next week?
Well, so we can either learn about me next week or the week after, because we're off to a show this weekend.
Oh, that's
for Bricktastic. I meant to plug it earlier when we were talking about the coral reef. If you want to come and see our coral reef, we'll be in Manchester for Bricktastic. But if you haven't already got tickets, they're already sold out.
Yeah.
So maybe just sneak it. No, don't sneak it. I don't mean that. But we'll do a video, so you'll get to see it again.
Yeah. And so you're saying we're going to be talking about that in the podcast next week?
We might talk about that in the podcast next week, depending on...
There's bound to be something.
There is definitely going to be something, yeah. Well, just a review of the show,
yeah.
I guess, how we felt it went, because we obviously talked last week about worrying about some of the elements from it and the sort of logistics side of things. So it would be good to report back. And I think we're going to have some conversations there with people from both our LUG and the organising committee based on that podcast last week, just because we do, we weren't just doing that to moan. We do want to actually improve things and make sure it's better for the future and for other people. So those conversations will happen.
Yeah.
But anyway, we are going to scootle off.
Scootle? Scootle's not a word.
Oh no, that's why I didn't.
Scuttle? Is that what you were aiming for?
I don't know.
Pootle?
We're going to go, and we'll be back next week. Have a good week. And if you want to listen to any of our old episodes, you'll find those in the show notes or in the description below. Anyhow, bye!
Bye!